Hi, my name's Celia Wouters and I'm the owner of Events Outsourced, a corporate event management consulting service. Over the next few weeks and months, we're hoping to put out some videos just to help with some helpful hints and tips when it comes to planning and running events. So today we thought we'd kick off. We were out this morning at a site inspection for a new venue in the area, not for a particular client, just to get an idea on the space and what they had on offer. And while I was there, I was thinking that there's certain elements of a site inspection that really do occur top of mind for most people when they're going to have a look at a new venue. So it might be things like, is it within our price range? Does the room have enough space for us? Do they have the rooms that we're needing? Do they have accommodation, etc., etc. But there's also some other elements that might not occur to you as quite as top of mind when you're going for a site inspection. The first one of these is signage. So when you're going out to a venue, particularly a venue that has multiple rooms or might be a little bit oddly shaped, it's really important to make sure that their directional signage is adequate. So your delegates have made their way to the venue, they've parked, they've got public transport, they've Ubered, whatever the way they might have come to the venue. The last thing they want to do when they get there is try and find an obscure venue room. So what you want to do when you're there in the site inspection is just to have a look and make sure that there is adequate venue signage within the venue. And if there isn't, then take that into consideration in your planning, whether you need to put up things like pull-up banners along the way or just some arrows, or whether it might be an A-frame, and also check with the venue what signage you're allowed to put in the public areas as well, because some will have restrictions on that. Another thing to consider when you're looking at a venue space is bathrooms. So not the most popular topic, but still really important. So you need to make sure that those bathrooms are located within a close vicinity to the function room, and also that there are sufficient bathrooms. There's nothing worse than going to a conference, especially with ladies, with around 300 people and those 3 bathrooms. That is either going to make your breaks take a really long time, or people are going to be missing at the start of your session. So you want to just make sure that they do have adequate bathrooms, that they are easy to access. And look, I always love to pop in. I don't know, it's weird, but I like to pop in, just have a quick look and make sure that they're clean and tidy. And that's probably more important for when you're doing a site inspection overseas, but still equally I do it in Australian venues as well, just to make sure that there is sufficient, adequate and nice clean bathrooms. Another element that could often be forgotten is lighting. So this is really important, especially now in the new venues. Everyone is cottoning on to the fact that natural light is really great for a function room, and it can really keep your delegates' senses awakened. And so a lot of them are bringing in natural light within the function room, but there's some other considerations that need to be taken into account, such as if you're going to be doing an audiovisual presentation. So when you have an AV screen with a presentation or a video or whatever, if you've got too much natural light in the room, and especially if it's at a certain angle, it can actually dull out the screen so you can't view it, or it's very, very pale. So you want to make sure that if there is natural light, that there is either a way of blocking it out, or B, that it's done in a way so it doesn't affect any audiovisual things that you're looking at. Same being said, if you don't have audiovisual and you've just got your speaker, who might be standing in front of some beautiful windows, firstly, make sure that the view's not too nice, because you want them to be paying attention to the speaker and not to what's out behind the speaker. And also, just again, considering that glare factor, especially if it's on the water. And finally is just considering noise. So a lot of venues will have larger spaces that they then cut into smaller spaces for the smaller functions. So it's a great way for them to, be functional for all different sized events. But you do just need to take into consideration the sound between the rooms. So you might be a particularly loud conference, or alternatively you might be a conference that just really needs the quiet and needs that concentration. You might be doing a meditation, or just need to really concentrate and really have that quiet to concentrate on the speaker. So just making sure that if you are in a room where it is shared, it is a split room, that the walls, that are the operating walls, are either soundproofed adequately, and ideally that they've got a space, it's a cavity in between that can, get rid of some of the excess sound. So that's just a few tips and tricks to consider when you're going out for a site inspection. Again, it's not the be all and end all. It's just a few things that might not occur to you quite as top of mind as some of the others. So stay tuned. As I mentioned, Events Outsourced will be popping up some more videos just with helpful hints and tips. If you've got any comments or questions, please feel free to post below or to contact us on eventsoutsourced.com.au. Look forward to helping you with your events. Thank you.